Hey guys, Ripley Gamer here, and welcome back to another build video. Today we are in Sulani and I'm redoing Lagoon Look, so it's not exactly a build video, as more a renovation video, but I'd already kind of renovated this in my island living series and I loved what I'd done with it, even though I had a budget of like 20,000 simoleons at the time. But I wanted to actually just redo the whole of Lagoon Look in my build world rebuild save because it's already got a great layout. And all I have to do is just change up the interior design, really, and maybe just add an extra room, and that's about it, really. But I loved the way this place looked initially, so I didn't want to, like, change most of the architecture, but I just wanted to change up the designs and the interiors and some of the furniture and stuff, and actually use some of the island living stuff that we got in it. So I'm building just a small bedroom here. I do bring it out a bit more. It's kind of close to what I have in my island living save, but I took a bit more liberty with this one because I didn't have a restriction on the money aspect of it, so I was able to use a lot more items, so I had a lot of fun doing this. So I'm just currently just putting these nice wooden walls and like floorings in because I love these new like walls. They just look so nice. And then I just switched up the lighting because there was literally like 3 of those saucer lights. I'm pretty sure they weren't supposed to be there initially, so I just added all these fun little island living lights. I got rid of the the fire alarm there, but I did put it back, and then I just switched out the swatches on the plain wooden doors, and just I kind of wanted to put a door out here, but I didn't know what kind of door to use. I think none of the island living doors were big enough, essentially, or small enough rather. They were 2 squares or more, so I just had another plain wooden door out there. Just switched this up so I matched the roof because I do like the way the roof looked, and just pulled out the trims bit so it looked a bit better, and then tried to match up the trims because I could not for the life of me figure out which one it was, which trim it was using, so I was able to just get the eyedropper and that just fixed everything, so that was great there. And one thing I loved about doing this was I wanted it to be styled around Leotina Rittle's home in Island Living, which was very kind of surfer-esque, I guess is the way you could describe it. So I was using these cool little lights. I love these wall lights. I might use these a lot now for bathrooms instead of the source lights because they do light up the place pretty well. I put like a single wall here for the new shower, which looks so cool. And initially I put a window there, but I put the slatted window instead because I figured that looked a little bit better, so you could still kind of see through it, but it wouldn't like fog up the glass or anything. And then I just switched up the windows here because I love these nice big open windows, and that looked so nice. I might have to do that in my other save just because it looks so nice. And then these beautiful curtains. I'm actually using curtains for once because I never use them. And I was going for a lot of warm colours, lots of browns and oranges and yellows and reds, because I figured, because for like the kind of island this is, those kind of colours just suit this sort of world a lot better, which I found to be, it really made the room look really welcoming and nice and warm. And I thought about the canopy bed, and against it because I realised the window there didn't help, and then I just used the same bed, switched up the colour swatches for that, and I think I used different. I normally had the well-dressed one, but I found this one instead, and it looks so much better. And this fitness mirror, I think it's like, I'm actually using this mirror because I never use it, because I don't ever have reason to. Love these little side tables, they're so cute, so it's fun going to be having those around. I think I just put like a couple tiny, I think I put the lights on my living, these new candle ones, in a nice blue swatch. I thought that looked super cute. Super cute. Because this is essentially, I'm like kind of remodeling Leoti's bedroom. I did put a rug in there as well. And I thought about putting an ottoman in there, but there just wasn't enough space for it in the end. So I decided against that. But I did put the date bucket in there. And we've got like using these cool. There's only 2 rugs. I'm kind of sad there's only 2 rugs. I kind of wish there were more rugs, but they look so cute. Maybe if they had like little welcome mats, like specialized welcome mats for Island Living, that'd be kind of cool. I mean, maybe with palm trees on, maybe not, because I thought about maybe that, and I just used that rug there that actually kind of brought the room together quite nicely. And then all I had to do, because here's, I'm thinking about the ottoman, but it just doesn't work, so I'm just like, you know what, no ottoman, the room's fine the way it is. And then I think I work on the bathroom next. So I was working on the bathroom. I didn't put on the bathroom. I didn't put a window in there. I completely forgot to. But I don't think you need a window in the bathroom. Anyway, maybe there's like a vent or something in the corner just so all the steam can go out the room. That'd be like the best bet in my case. We need vents. We need tiny little vents, like maybe the size of those small windows, maybe like an extra size smaller, so you can put them in corners so you don't need like windows for the bathrooms, because that'd be kind of cool. Just putting like a little bit of clutter on. I don't have a lot of my CC back into my game yet. I'm still wanting to play this with all the EA base stuff, because I love the base stuff, and I do love alpha objects as well, and I mix and match them best I can. It kind of works. I just switch these ranks. I'm like, you know what, these don't work here. The toothbrushes need to be behind the soap, and then I put the little bit of sunblock on there, and I put that basket in. I thought it worked nicely and kind of like held the room together, and I thought about maybe adding something into this corner here, but I decided against it because it's just like there's enough space anyway, and it looks fine the way it is, so I didn't want to like clutter it up too much. And then the kitchen. Now I loved making the kitchen because I love these new counters, and I'm still waiting on those islands, Dev. I'm still waiting on those islands and the shelving units as well. So I used the cool kitchen stuff for this one. It brought the room together nicely. Like it's modern, but it still has that lovely island aesthetic to it. Put the fire alarm back, and I added in a thermostat because it probably gets super hot in the island. So you want to like have some air conditioning in the house. At least we don't have air conditioning in Britain. I don't think it's a concept that exists for us. And then I used this lovely island living table. Super cute. I love using that with the chairs because I love that they're adding rounded tables to the game now. It just sort of ties rooms together and kitchens together nicely. So that looks really nice there. And then it was just a simple a simple couch in the corner, the 2-seater. And then I started working on the nook, I think, the study nook, where I have the computer in front of the big window because it just looks, it's such a gorgeous like idea just to be on your computer but you're still looking out at beautiful scenery. I thought that looked quite nice. And the one thing I did was I added in a tablet, the digital sketch pad, and just a light in there as well. And then I used that divider as well behind it to make it look like it's kind of closed off, but it's nice and private so you can sort of get work done without being disturbed, but also have a beautiful look at the scenery as well. I thought that would work, and I loved that swatch because of the way the curtain looked with that sort of nice orange into white, and then it got this lovely new wall bookcase. That's great. I love having that one. And I think there wasn't much else. I only added in a bunch of like wall stuff. Like I used that hang up there, that looked really nice, and then I think I added the mask there, and I was going through the colour swatches to see which one. I don't want it to be too dark, but I wanted some colour, so that one looked really nice, which I was pretty pleased with. And I don't think I added anything else. I think the next thing I did was I focused on the movie hangout. Those little plants, these ones, that looks so cute, and I love these, and I just love the idea that they're just hanging up in there. It might add more like plants and stuff to this place, maybe. I think I like the way it is, but I just love how just these small little plants sort of bring the room together. Added in the Lindsay because I feel like a Lindsay would kind of be nice for this place, especially in that tone there. And then I think I added a carver bowl in later as well. And I was going through just like, what do I add? Do I add the clock? And I just couldn't figure out if I needed anything else added in. And I was also looking for the tablet at the time because I was like, do I use the slablet? No. And then I saw the sketch pad and I was like, yes, because I think that would kind of work. Maybe Leoty is a bit of an artist in his spare time. He likes to draw when he's not saving the island. And then I love that little light. That little light is so cool. And then I think I focused on the bedroom and then the outside. And I just put a small table up here to make it look like... I put a bowl there as well if I could, to make it look like you just drop your keys in and like the post in there when like the mailman comes on, you're coming back from like a day out. I kind of think that's kind of cool. It'd be cool if you actually had key hooks. Like, it's such a small like little detail, but I think it'd be really nice to sort of add where you could just put like keys on the wall, even if it's like just a purely decorative item that your Sims can interact with. I think that'd be kind of nice for them to have, just somewhere to put keys. And like they acknowledge that keys exist in this game, because as far as I'm aware, keys don't exist. And I think that was it for the rest of the house. I was kind of wondering what I could do over here, and I think I just did too. Oh, you know what I should have done? I just realised looking at this now. I should have put those flip-flop lights in. I love those flip-flop lights. I really want to use those. Maybe I should have put some in. I completely forgot about them. Maybe I'll redo this and just add the flip-flop lights in when I upload it to the gallery, because it's already online now. And some people have downloaded it, so I might re-upload it with the lights on it maybe in the future. And then I added that in. I thought that was quite nice. Instead of like, if I couldn't have the bowl, I'll just have a cooler sculpture. And I think that was it for the rest of this place. I think I was looking for, I can't remember what I was looking for in this. I think I was looking for the bucket at this point, because Leontine and Arundel have had a gold date. By the time this video has gone up, they would have had a successful gold date, so I wanted to put the bucket in somewhere. And then I realised just today that you can have swatches on them. You can actually change the swatch of the bucket. I didn't even know that was a thing, but now it looks so much better in its new swatch. And then we're focusing on the next room. This is technically Arendel's room in the series. I kind of added it in because I moved him straight into the house for the storyline that he was found washed up, so he's already a part of the household. But he brought in 20,000 simoleons, and I don't want to get rid of that money. And I thought I could actually use this to sort of renovate the house. So I sort of added this idea of that he had a whole bunch of money with him when he came back to, when he sort of washed up on the island, from his backstory, which I will be getting into in future episodes. So he's just got money, and I had it was initially 20,000 simoleons, and I actually renovated the house pretty well with the amount I had. I only ended up with 3,000 left. In the end, I only used about 17,000 simoleons, but it looked really good. And I love this movie night rug. This one actually tied the room together really nicely because of the bright colours of it. It really accentuated it from the rest of the browns and the nice orangey tones. And that carver ball light, that's actually a really nice touch, especially with all those lightings and the shading, ombre details on the flowers. I thought that was cool. And then the outside. So I wanted to make this exactly like the outside in the Island Living series, where you got the yoga mat, the meditation stool, the sparring bot, and I really wanted to make it look like that from the Island series, because it's like that Leontine does yoga, he also meditates, he loves to train, he's very active sim, as well as being just all about saving the island and getting back to his roots, essentially. So I thought that'd be kind of fun to have. I mean, you get very active, mermaids, I found, get very high fitness skill really quickly because of all the swimming around they have to do. So I thought that'd be kind of nice. And I do have the ladder, because there was no ladder with this place initially, and I thought, why isn't there a ladder into the ocean? Why would you not, yeah, the beach is right there, but you have to walk all the way out of your house through the front door in order to get into the water, and it'd be so much easier just to walk down a ladder. So I had to add the ladder in. And I think initially in the other save there's the post for the canoes, but I got rid of that one. I put the sparring bot here. It kind of works because then you can still see out, but then you can also see whoever's training as well. And I like to think that when Leontine's working on his articles and stuff and do this conservation work on his PC, that Arundel just sort of likes to train in front of the bot, so he's still got some attention on him. And then I had to add the carver bowl, because it's not a Solani house if there isn't a carver bowl. I mean, those things sound like so much fun, and carver sounds like an interesting drink to have. And then I just added the meditation stool in here, and then the lounges, and I did change the swatch for these, because there was a nice kind of creamy orange one, which I thought worked pretty well. And I made sure I had some gap there. I had a decent gap between them, because otherwise Sims kind of glitch on them a little bit. And it looked super nice in the end, and I got a really great picture of it at sunset. Oh yeah, the beach towel. I had to add the beach towel in with the rainbow swatch, because it looks so nice and so cute. And maybe if Leontine doesn't go and lounge on the lounges, he just sleeps on the towel instead to get his tans. He hasn't burned yet, thankfully. He hasn't burned yet. He did almost burst into flames, which really set my heart racing, and I was so scared for him because I was worried he was going to burn to death, because none of my Sims have died ever in my game, actually. I don't let my Sims die. None of them have died yet. Have any of my Sims? I don't think any of my Sims have died at all since I bought this game. So all my Sims are all immortals currently, and I did not want Leontine to be my first casualty, considering he's the star of my Island series as well, and there's no Island series without him. And I think that was it for everything that I added. Oh yeah, I wanted to add the canoe, because he got a promotion and got the canoe, but I didn't know where to put the canoe, and I was having a bit of issue because it started to float above the water and then below the water, so I just got rid of it in the end because I just didn't know what to do with it. So I figured it was easier than to just not have a canoe than just not know what to do with the canoe. And I did almost forget to put in bins, but then I remembered to add in bins. So you had this one on the outside. I quite like that one. It's very I just like it in general. It's quite nice. And then just that small get to work one as well. It's just small, just BB moved objects to the corner there, so it's a little bit closer, so it's not just standing up by itself. And this place looks so much better now, and you can see all the photos coming up now. I had such fun building this. I might, at some point, if they get a little bit more money, put it into my island save series, because it's basically the same almost. There's just like a few different things I took away and added, essentially, but I had so much fun redoing this. It is on the gallery as well, and thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye bye now.